The final reveal is going to be on the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager Trashmaster. So stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're doing another Junkion. This time it is the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager Trashmaster. First, take a look at the box. That is Trashmaster. Now, he is a brand new figure. They created this from one of the Junkions. There's the Legacy Evolution logo, the Transformers Generations, Takara Tomy. There is the scan bar and the stats. There is Trashmaster in his robot mode. Here is the Evolution poster. There he is in his dump truck mode, or trash can, garbage truck mode. Yeah, there's the UPC. And it is Trashmaster, robot to vehicle in 15 steps. He does come apart, not as much as the other Junkions. The big difference is the arms do not detach from the body. You got just the legs, extra accessories, the front of the bumper, and the claw, whatever that is. And the Evo Fusion is you can attach it to other Junkions. This one is axle bar. And that's about it. So let's get this guy open and see what he looks like. Now, here we have Trashmaster and all his accessories taken out. First, we're going to take a look at the booklet. Now, right when you get him out of the package, first we'll say Transformers, as Trashmaster, Autobot logo, Legacy Evolution. Now, when you first get him out, he is one of the ones where you're going to have to transform him just to get him to robot mode, the way he's packed. His feet are folded up like that, obviously to make room, and then you just take these and you fold them down. So that's the first step. And then the second step is you move the arms up, and then you have these two pieces, which we'll show you right now. These look like the hydraulic claws. Now, they are one on each side, so they're not the exact thing twice. And so they have a 5mm port there. And they've got a slot here, and then they have one on the other side. And they are molded in a silver or a white, or actually it's gray. So they look like hydraulic arms. You can see like right here is the hydraulic part. And what you want to do is, you could take these off, but what you do is, they're good for weaponizing stuff. But when they go on the figure, let's see if I get this right. I believe they go right here, like that. And they go right here. So what you want to do is have, this peg sticking out. And then you turn them around, and you put these two pieces together, like that, and they just peg on right here. Again, you can keep it in robot mode, but that. And so now he's actually in robot mode. So all that was just the way he was packaged. And then you have the claw right here. And I know you have a 5mm port here, but what you want to do is use one of these two, and it says you just push this here. Let's see. You put this, his wrists do rotate, which is pretty good. So you just put that in one of them, and now he's got the claw. So that is actually how, just to get him into robot mode. And we'll look at those other pieces later. First, I want to take a look at this little piece. This is a little clamper. It's like a little jaw, I think. Perfect for an animated wreck-gar or one of the Constructicons. But this, I would believe, is in the back of the... fits in the back of the garbage truck to compact the trash. And it's a pretty cool weapon. And so you get the red spike, which is very reminiscent of the new Junkions. Most of the new Junkions have the red spikes. You got these, like this copper color. You got the gray. and silver. So he's pretty cool. And then you got the two 5mm pegs there. You actually got a 5mm port, and you've got one right there. So technically, you could have them do it this way, and it's a gun. Now, I think that looks better than the other one, but I digress. All right, so now that is just all just to get him out of the box. A lot of times you won't see this, but this guy has it. And then what you want to do is you transform him into the garbage mode, and then you put the big compactor in the back. And then here is basically how you transform him into the Evo Fusion. Basically, you take the front of the truck off, separate these, you take the hydraulics off, take the back off, split them in half. So that's how he's got all his independent parts. And his Evo Fusion gimmick is basically you take axle grease, or I don't have axle grease, I got scrap hook, the front, and you can just change out the front. I've seen two of Crash Bar's motorcycle fronts, so it's just a gimmick that the, one that they show you, but you can have many more. So, this is Trash Heap. Now, later on when I compare him to other different robots, you'll see he's a Voyager size, but he's short as a Voyager, but he's chunky and he's got the weight. So he's smaller than most Junkion, the Voyager Junkions. He's taller than the Deluxes, but he's got a lot of mass. Let's look at him. He's got a cool face. This face reminds me of the original Prime Bulkhead face. How he's got that big old mouth. I think that's what I'm talking about. Then you got the red spikes again. You got the silver and the red eyes. And then this is the window, so you got a similar window pattern with more spikes. Now you got two spikes over here and three here, so they're keeping the asymmetrical thing going. You got gray, and then you got brown, then you got tan, then you got silver and gray, so he's very colorful. And then on his hands, he's got two weapons right here. You can tell his arm looks like he's got all little canisters right there on his arm. His legs are pretty symmetrical. You got the three spikes here, three spikes here. You got the crotch piece. Even on his feet, looks like he's got two weapons, but I don't think they're compatible. See, they could have made these, but I digress. But while we're here, let's see. These are blast effect compatibles, yes. So while we're on this, you do got all of these are blast weapon compatible, like that. These are all Skylinxes, but this guy is not. So you got some blast effect compatibility. Let's see, let's go back to them. Plus you got more 5mm ports there. You got 5mm ports on all the wheels. You got two back here. You got more in the arms. You got two back here. So there's plenty of room to accessorize this guy, and he's got a big butt. But going down the legs, you got the brown, and you got the gray and the tan. So he's, like I said, he's pretty chunky. He's got a lot going on. And there's some more gray in the tan and a tiny little Autobot symbol. Yeah, it's weird. Somehow, I don't know why some have this hollow head, but they didn't need to have a hollow head. But he does. Now, for articulation, his head does do a 360-degree spin. It goes up and down very little. The arms will do a whole 360. They go out to the side. Upper bicep rotation. More than 90-degree bend at the elbow. And the wrists do 360 degrees. If you separate out everything, he does have waist rotation. You just got to allow room for it. Let's get him back. He's got a lot of moving parts. I haven't transformed him yet. I just opened up to do the review. But I'll get to transforming him later. Alright, let's see. So you got waist. Now you got foot up like that. If you remove this, you got foot back. You got the whole split. Oh, you don't have no upper thigh rotation, but you got the knee will do 360 degrees. The knee will bend 90 degrees. It'll rotate 360 degrees. And this, it can move like this, just transformation. And it does have ankle pivot. Very hard, but it will pivot both ways. Let's see, you turn him around. Yeah, he's got a lot of butt flap, but reminds me old Siege, Ultra Magnus, and Prime, where you can just pop that off, and he don't look too bad. So, and that is Trashmaster. So we'll stick this back on. Now remember, he is a Voyager and he is a Junkion. So now you could transform him without taking most of him apart. But you can keep these on. I don't even know if I have them. We'll find out later when I transform them, whether I got these right though. But so first impressions, I like him. He's chunky, but what do you expect from a garbage truck? So let's do some more comparisons with some Junkions and some other Legacy figures, and then we'll get the transform in this guy. So let's do that now. Oh, and one more thing. On these new Legacy figures, you don't have to worry about looking in here to see if he's got all the parts, because now all of his stuff came wrapped up in this big plastic bag, and they store them behind here. Just like in Shrapnel, just like in the new Legacy Evolutions. So you don't have to look in the window to see if he's missing his weapons, unlike some of the Studio Series figures. But all the weapons usually are behind it. So the bad thing is you don't know if it's still there, but the good thing is it's very hard to steal. Just wanted to show you that. Now, for our first comparisons, we're going to bring in our wreck-gar and our junk heap. Now, these are Studio Series 86 figures. Now, if you notice, they are all Voyager size, but Trashmaster is bulky and he compacts a lot more. And these guys basically fold out. So those are our 3 Voyagers. And then we have our Legacy. See, now we're into the Legacy line. We've got Deluxe Scrap Hook and Deluxe Crash Bar. So he's a little closer in size, but he still hovers over them. So he's between a big Voyager and a small Deluxe. And then I just want to bring out Commander Class Rodimus Prime, just because he's my favorite character. And then we're going to bring in some more Legacy Evolution, our Insecticons. Now these are 2 Deluxe Insecticons, so you kind of see what the Deluxe and the Voyager is. And to bring out another short Voyager, but stocky, here's Ironhide. Now, he's actually almost a tad taller than Ironhide, but they're both Voyagers because they compact a lot, and it's the complexity and the number of parts that make them Voyagers over Deluxes. Now let's bring all our Junkions back for one last class photo, and then we will transform Trash Heap. So we'll put them there, these 2 guys here. So those are our Junkions. And all right, now let's transform him and see how cool he is. And actually we're going to bring out one more character. This is my Netflix Optimus Prime, but I've noticed I don't have a figure that's good to weaponize. So Optimus Prime's got all these 5mm stuff, the ports. So we're going to use Prime as our base and weaponize him later on. All right, now let's transform Trashmaster. Now, Trashback is not too complicated, but he is pretty cool. So first we're going to remove the big claw, or compactor. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to take the head and just push it down, and we're going to bring this part up. Okay? Then what we're going to do is take the arms. We're going to unfold them like this. So what you want to do is you want to get the gray and the silver to match. And then rotate the hand 90 degrees. So we're going to pull the arm out here, pull this up, And then we're going to get the arms, the gray and the silver, and we're going to take this tab into that slot like that. Rotate the wrist 90 degrees. So now you have this whole thing is nice and clocked in, and you got this side. Okay? Then let's move these out of the way, and we're going to rotate the entire bottom. Okay? So then you can push these back. Push these back, and now there'll be one tab here that goes right there. So you just want to lock these in, and that's what you got so far. Come to the feet, fold the feet up. There is a tab right there, a slot right there. It's a weird shaped tab too. So you just want to put these together, and now you're going to put these two tabs into right here. So you're going to bring this up, you're going to line those up and push them in. Okay? So take this. Now we've got this slot right here. Will fit into this tab right there. So you want to fold that up, and we'll just take these and just put them like that. Come to the other side. Snap that in, take this, and you just want to fold it up like that. And then the front, you got two tabs here, you got two slots here, and then it's got room for these two holes right there for these two tabs. And what you want to do is push in, push up, nice and flush with it. And then what you want to do is now make sure the hands are like that, because these two 5mm pegs are going to fit into the hands, and that's how he holds it in. Now, it might be a little tricky because the hands want to move, but and there you go. And then push that back, and that is Trashmaster in his truck mode, garbage truck mode, and he rolls pretty good. I like how all the wheels, you got these 5mm ports that don't spin. So and he's still got that junky on look. He's got all the spikes here, but we'll take a look at him. So it's got the dark orange and silver. I like how the view screen, it looks alien. It's got all those panels in it. You got the silver spikes. You got gray here, you got tan here, you got a little Autobot symbol up there. He's got a cool grill. You got a side window, and then you got the chains like that. I like the chains on the back. You got the 6 wheels, you got the gas tanks. You know, and these would be like, I would assume if he was a front loader, you would probably have, looks like they were thinking of something else before they did these, and like they didn't finish them. Because usually, like on my block, I have the ones where the arm comes down, lifts up the garbage. But, and this is how they go. You got the little hydraulic right there. Let's double check. Yes, see? That is the way it goes. And then you got brown, you got tan. Again, you got that dark, all the matted colors for the Junkions. Then you got the more orange spikes up top. Doesn't look too bad. The back, you got the trash compactor. Pretty neat right there. The side, again, you got the chains, you got the metal, you got the gas tank. Up top, very alien looking. So all in all, he's a tough little garbage can, and he's solid. I mean, you saw how he might have been shorter than the other Voyager Junkions, but he's got solid. He's a real solid figure. And these can rotate, no big deal. So if you want them to rotate, I guess you can have them. I know they used to roll back, and maybe it was a cover or something, but they look like they're hydraulics of some sort. Plus, they're extra weaponry. And not only that, but you got 5mm. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on that side alone. You got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you got 8 on one side. You got 8. You got 16 5mm ports. 17, 18, 19. So you got 19 ports where you could fit your weaponizers in. This is Optimus Prime's blaster. I mean, you got plenty of playability with this figure. Which I'm glad Hasbro decided to just do something that small. You know, and then you could, of course, they work with the blast effects too. He's getting shot. I kind of wish there was one in here where you could put that in there. And he's like, but there's not. So, all right. Now we're going to compare him with the other vehicles. So I'm going to put this guy right here. My light's on this side. So we're going to put him here. And now we're going to bring in the two Voyager Junkions. So we've got Trash Heap, wreck-gar, and Junk Heap. Trashmaster, wreck-gar, and Junk Heap. So those are our three Junkions. Now, of course, they're not going to be in scale because they're a motorcycle, and he's a trash garbage can, garbage truck. But these are more Transformer-sized motorcycles, and this is more human size. So then we're going to bring in our two deluxes. So we've got Crash Bar, we've got Trashmaster, and now we've got Scrap Hook. So notice the colors. I love the oranges, the tans, the brown. These are all cool looking figures, and you can take them apart, which we will do in a minute. And let's see. I'm just going to bring in some of the Deluxe Evolution just for comparison sizes. Now, these are deluxe figures, but they're very basic transformation, so they don't do a lot of compacting. So that is how they compare. And the Ironhide is another small deluxe or a small Voyager. So these guys are very similar, how they're both Voyagers, yet almost the same size except for the claw. They're both Voyagers, but they compact, so they're little chunky monkeys. That's what these two guys are. They're very chunky. And so I thought Ironhide would be a cool, that and I just did a review on him. And then we're going to bring in Prime. So, is this to scale? Maybe. It's pretty darn close, though. And there is your comparisons. Now, for the Evo Fusion, ooh, I don't have axle grease. I don't know why they put a Decepticon, but for the Evo Fusion, at least the one depicted, what you want to do is pull this out and take it off. Pull the front of Scrap Heap off. Again, 5mm system. And that is, whoops. Let's see. See, now that's not even worked out good because you have, oh well. That is the Evo Fusion. Ooh, look at that. Wow, exciting. And if you don't want that, I see a lot of people, if they have two of these bikes, they are joining. I wonder if I can do it this way. You know, a lot of people got, oh, I can't. A lot of people got two of the Crash Bars. I might go back and get one. So, there's your Evo Fusion like that. So, but all in all, this is, so you got to put these in. And then, oh wow, this guy, oh no, there we go. So, to put them back to normal, slide this in. There we go, up and over. And now we are back. Now let's bring in all our Junkions in again. So, let's do a group shot. again with our Junkions in vehicle mode. So I like to kind of get the side of it. So let's do this. We'll do him in the middle. And we will pop this guy back together. So there is our Junkions. What a beautiful family picture. And that is it. Now, I think next what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to use Trashmaster with other figures and weaponize them. And transform them back. Now, if you're a new subscriber, or if you're a recurring fan, you know I always do the reverse transformation. And the reason why is a lot of reviewers start in alt mode and go into the robot mode. Now, a lot of times to go in the alt mode is you're compacting everything, and it's a lot easier than when you're spreading things out and going from vehicle to robot. So, I always start as they are packaged. This guy was packaged in robot mode. So what I did was I started in robot mode. And then now I'm going to go back. So what we're going to do is we're going to transform him back. And then while he's back in the robot mode, I'm going to bring in Optimus Prime and we're going to weaponize him. Okay? So first you want to do is very carefully remove the compactor. Sometimes it helps if you jiggle it back and forth because it's in both hands. Okay? Then what you're going to do is separate the front like that and just lay it like that. And come back here and unpeg these two from the arms. Alright, swing these back down. And then you're going to rotate. Whoop, let's lift these up. Now we're going to rotate it. Okay, so now this is the front. So we're going to pull the feet down like that. Okay, we're going to bring these flaps down. The arms, we're going to untab the arms. Now, when you fold them down, you got a tab here and a slot here. So you're going to fold this in there. Pull the arm down. Now, what you want to do is you want to get that elbow up. So turn a quarter. And remember, we turn these. And now one arm's done. So, other arm. Fold this over. Now remember, you got that tab and that slot. So the arm only has to go 1/4 turn. I went the other way. And then last but not least, we move the head back. Grab this and let it snap back into place. And now we've got Crash Bar, or Trashmaster. Now, we're going to bring in good old Optimus Prime. So, first we're going to, well, you know what? Let's do it this way. We're going to take this guy apart into his separate parts. Now, he doesn't have that much. What is you take the front and you take these off. So now those are two parts. So now we've got 1, 2, 3. And then we can pull the legs apart. Right? We'll put these back, and basically that's it. Unlike other Junkions, I kind of wish you could just pull the arms out here, but you can't. So this guy, let's just put him back in truck mode real quick. I guess I should have done it from truck mode, but you know what? Let's just put this guy back to where he was. Remember, you want to get all this nice in a row. You want to get these sideways. Alright. And we're going to stop there. Okay. And we're going to take these off. Alright, so. Now this is what we've got. Now, you take good old Optimus here. And we are going to, let's see, move these up. And as always, we're going to use these guys as the feet. Because a lot of the weaponizers, if you go back to the old days, the weaponizers and the modulators, they always had ones that go on the feet. So you just want to turn this up. And mine are very stiff. All right, so now Prime's got some big feet. All right, he's got some height to him. And then these, we're just gonna build up his, let's see which way it looks. We'll just build up his arms. Not much you can do here, but there, we build up his arms. Now, this guy, what I've seen, forms a cannon. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this like that, and we're gonna put this one here. So, and then let's put this back on. Again, you want to make it nice, straight line, and these are the hardest things to do. You got one hand and two hands. Now, let's see if I can do this right. I've seen other reviewers do this, and he becomes a big cannon. So, let's figure out to do it. So, to prep this, I think we're going to put it back into the vehicle mode. So, let's do this real quick. Flip these up. We'll get this into vehicle mode. Close enough. All right. And then we're going to put these back on here. Trying to remember this. All right, so basically this is vehicle mode right there. That is vehicle mode. We pop the front off. We pop the legs off. Now what you want to do is, let's see, turn his hands sideways. And I believe, yep, these will fit into his hands like this. Whoops. That fits in his hand. That fits into his hand sideways. And now you've got a big weapon Prime can hold. So, whoop, there. So that is a big weapon Prime can hold. He could chomp. I don't know what he wants to do with it. But that's basically what you can do. And like I said, since he is compatible with other figures, we can take some of, whoops. We'll take some of Scrap Hook's pieces, put them on his legs. We'll give him wings on his legs, like that. Yeah, he is, there you go. Let's see. We can take the hook right here. Put the hook, actually, you know what? We can put the hook right here. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it, and there's a lot more you could do than just this, but I'm just showing you how. You know, unfortunately, he doesn't come apart like all the others do. For some reason, I don't know why they couldn't just, like I said, just make the hands pop off. But let's get back into, yeah, wiggle. Oh, and when you first get this, I forgot to mention it. When you first take him out of the box, you have to build the claw. There. Whew. So basically, you just do bottom jaw, top jaw, and oh wow, and that also moves too. So now let's get him back into robot mode again. So pull these down. Spread them out. Then you want to pull this down. There you go. Like that. And then you want to rotate it like that. And then we're going to get them back into robot mode. So that goes down there. That snaps into place. And then these go down. See, now I don't like how they could have easily had these just pop out. I don't understand why they did it. I mean, these figures are expensive enough now, but for some reason, you stay consistent. You know, you didn't give us that many. You didn't give us that many weapons that come with him at all. You know, and these 5mm, you could easily take like your modulators. You can even take the fossilizers. You can take any of those guys and swap them out. You know, each Titan's got their own weaponizer. You know, the modulators. I mean, ever since Hasbro came up with that a couple years ago, it's actually been kind of pretty neat how they've done it. And then this, you can just have like that. And then this one, I didn't practice this at first, but oh well, I just got the figure, so I want to get them out. I wanted to play with them and do the review since I haven't done. There you go. Now we're back to Trashmaster. Is he the best figure? No. He's got some problems, but you know, I'm glad Hasbro's taking a chance on these Junkion figures. And I think they've done a good job so far. And we'll see. I believe this is the last of the Junkions in this iteration. But I know they're coming out with the rock stuff next. So let's hope that this... How can I change this so it's like that? Oh, well. Well, let's hope that they keep giving us more Junkions. It would be cool. Core class Junkions, you think would be pretty neat too. And oh, let's do one more thing before we leave. I forget whether I showed these at the beginning. I think I did. But yeah, I did. But we're gonna get him in a pose like this. We're gonna start getting the flames out. There you go. So that is it for Trashmaster. Our new Voyager garbage truck. Voyager size. Like I said, he's short and fat instead of tall, long and lanky like the other Voyagers are, like wreck-gar and Junkeep. But he's a pretty cool figure. Like I said, he reminds me of animated, I think, Bulkhead or somebody with the mouth. I love how the big mouths. These big mouths are reminiscent of Transformers animated. But he's a Legacy Evolution Trashmaster figure. Alright, I hope you like this review. Like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. If you want to get this guy from like Amazon or Big Bad Toy Store, feel free to help me out. It helps the channel out. I don't do this as a full-time job. I work in the CSI business. Those will be another set of videos some other day. But like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and as always, dare to be stupid. Rodimusbill out.
Let this mark the end of the Cybertronian Wars as we march forward to a new age of peace and happiness. Till all are one. Till all are one.